Welcome to our first show of GEMS TV. For our first episode, we get a chance to meet our new principal and also sit down in the studio with our new ASB president. And now, it's time for GEMS TV.
Good morning, Panthers. Welcome to our very first episode of the year of GEMS TV.
That's right. We're bringing you the latest news, fun segments, and everything you need to know about what's happening around our school and beyond.
This year, we have a new format to our show, where we're going to focus more on content and videos and less on school announcements. Wednesday shows will be a shorter format, while Friday shows will be a longer format.
I'm sure many of you have noticed many new changes, new faces around our school this year, which includes a brand new principal. Here's Bodie with more.
This year we have a new principal, Mr. Bose, and some people don't know much about him and what changes he's going to make this year. Let's ask him a few questions to get a better understanding of him. Why did you decide to come to GEMS as our new principal?
Well, I was originally hired in the district as an assistant principal over at 12 Bridges. And when I saw this job open up, I thought I would give it a try. And after learning more about GEMS, I was very, very excited for the opportunity to come here.
What changes do you plan on making and why?
Well, for this first year, we're not really planning on making too many changes. I'm new to the school and new to the district. And I want to spend this year getting to know the teachers, the staff, and the students so we can find out what changes we need to make before we start changing things up that might already be working.
What is something you would want students to know about you?
Well, I'd like all the students to know that I'm here for them. I really am here to help and try to make sure that we get everybody, every student, ready for high school. Okay, and one other thing I really like to share is that we really need to pull for the Dodgers to win the World Series this year. So we need all of your support and all your prayers and good wishes that the Dodgers go all the way this year.
Now we know a little bit more about him and what changes he's going to make, but how are teachers and staff are affected by him?
I'm affected by the new principal by being able to help report and watch the kids. Just him being here has been an interaction that's been good for the students.
Within my class, I'm not affected so much because I have control of my classes and I can do a good job of teaching them the skills and the lessons that we do. I think the way that we would be affected is the things that he cares about, and that might be different from the last principal that we've had, and so we get to learn what he really values, and we get to try and infuse those within the school.
Now we know a little bit more about him and what students think of him. I'm reporter Mason Patton with videographer Bodie McAllister with GEMS TV.
Each year, leadership holds an ASB elections where you get to decide who is taking on the student body office position. Emmy Pope is this year's ASB president. Now let's welcome her to the studio. Today we're here with ASB President Emmy Pope. What changes as president are you going to make here at GEMS?
So as president, I really want to make sure that all students' voices are being heard. So to do that, I want to create more polls and surveys to make sure that we can work together to make school a better place for everyone.
What responsibilities do you need to have as president?
Some of my responsibilities are leading ASB meetings, participating in various Glenn Edwards events like games and festivals, upholding the 3 Ps, of course, and I serve as a resource so students on campus can come find me if they need help.
Why did you want to become president?
Ever since 6th grade, I just had a lot of experience and determination, and I knew that would allow me to put in the time and the effort to do the things that I do, and why would I let my skills go to waste?
What are you hoping to achieve as president?
I'm really hoping to achieve some of the best most successful Glen Edwards events yet. Making sure the year just runs super smoothly and creating some really good changes so that when I leave, I can know that all the students will have had the best school year ever.
What is one thing you would like to accomplish this year?
One thing that I'd like to accomplish this year is having the most successful, craziest Harvest Festival Glen Edwards has ever seen, that people talk about it in a couple years still.
Is there something that you would want your students to know about you?
I want students to know that they can come find me on campus if they need help, if they want to share about their day, if they just want to say hi or good morning, that I'm your friend and I'm your biggest fan.
Okay, thank you. Earlier in the show, you met our new principal, but what about all the new teachers? Over the next several weeks, we will try to highlight each new staff member, and we are starting off with Miss Sundin. Here is Silvano with more.
And one of them is Miss Sundin, an 8th grade science teacher. But every teacher has to go to college to become a teacher.
One of my favorite things is science. I love learning about all different science stuff, and I love being outside. So my love of science, and I actually really love middle school students. So being a science teacher combined the two things that I love, kids and science. I went to Chico State. I graduated with a degree in geology. So I've been teaching middle school for 14 years. So I've mostly taught math and science for 7th and 8th grade.
But not everything that she does is in school.
I like to do anything outside. I like to hike, I like to camp, I like to travel. Pretty much just being outside with my family and getting out in nature.
There's a lot of 8th graders that have Miss Sundin. How is it going so far?
She's kind. She gives snacks when you're hungry. She teaches like in a fun way. Like you can learn a lot when she teaches.
I like how when she teaches, it's very engaging, and it's really like a nice way to learn.
We have a lot of information about Miss Sundin and how she became a science teacher. This is reporter Silvana Ortiz with videographer Tanner Janicki.
And now it's time for sports.
Fall sports are wrapping up. Girls volleyball played their last league match on Monday. The 8th grade team finished with a league record of 3-3 and will be in the playoff tournament, which is being held next Wednesday at Cabot. The 7th grade team finished with a record of 5-1 and are co-champions of the league. 7th grade will be traveling to W.C. Riles for the playoff tournament on Tuesday, October 8th. Cross country has finals on Wednesday, October 9th. Enrique de la Cruz is looking for a top place in the finals. The team has worked hard this season and is in the hunt for a banner. 8th grade flag football did not qualify for playoffs, but the 7th grade team finished with a league record of 4-3 and will be traveling to Ike on Tuesday for the playoff tournament. Boys basketball tryouts begin on Tuesday, October 8th. 7th grade begins at 3:05 and 8th grade starts at 4:15. If you plan to try out, make sure your physical is uploaded to Final Forms and all the online forms are signed. Any questions, reports to stop by room 105. Now back to Lucas and Micah.
A hot topic around the city of Lincoln has been about the Gathering Inn. Cece has more on the story.
The Gathering Inn is a multi-faced agency that offers various services and activities for homeless people in Rockland and Placer County. They want to invite people who need help to participate as guests in this life-changing resource. They are only offering meals and a safe place to sleep. There was a lack of clarity and communication when the Gathering Inn bought the Gladding Ridge Hotel. And the location is near 5 different schools, including our school. Various parents and community members have expressed serious concern with the location of this facility.
Gathering In is coming to Lincoln. It has caught its community, city, and elected officials off guard. There have been protests about its location and overall the safety of the students.
When I found out just like the city of Lincoln did. And my concerns were that TGI, the Gathering In, never reached out to our community and let us ask them questions and present our concerns about what this facility would be used for. So in turn, that made me take a closer look at how the facility would be used. When we got a copy of the grant application contradicts a lot of what they presented to the public. And that's what led me to create a protest.
The school district has taken action against the Gladding Ridge facility. Let's ask Ms. Fernandez what type of action the school district has decided to take against the Gladding Ridge facility.
So although we do want to support the unhoused, the response from the district and the school is we're very concerned about the lack of transparency with the communication from the Gathering In and any people involved. It was not communicated to us appropriately or factually. It seemed to be a little bit dishonest. And then we're concerned about student safety, for sure. That's our first and foremost priority here at schools and in the district is student safety. So definitely the proximity or the location is a concern, and just making sure that everyone is aware of what the facility is for and how it impacts our community.
The people of the protest had a booth at the first annual safety fair. Let's see what their opinion about the facility is.
The location of the proposed respite center is about 1,200 feet from our middle school. It's in close proximity to 4 other schools in the area, and the facility is planned to be a come and go as you please facility, at least according to the grant application, because Lincoln is a safe place to be. So the impact to our kids and children in the community is huge, and that's why we're fighting for this.
Each Friday, we want to send you into the weekend with our weather forecast. Here is Tanner to help you prepare for this weekend and more.
Alright, this is the forecast for the week through October 4th through the 8th. On Friday, it's supposed to be 83 with the low of 55. We got a Zebra football game away later that night. It's supposed to be cooler during the night because it's 55. Then on Saturday, it would be the coolest for the week at 82 to 56. Shorts and t-shirt weather, you know. And then on Sunday, it's supposed to be 84, pick up 2 degrees. Supposed to be a little bit hotter, not much. Then a low of 56. Nothing much going on that day. Then Monday, we go back to school. It's supposed to pick up a little bit, 85 of a high and a low of 57. And then Tuesday, it's supposed to be hottest of the week with 86 and 57. All right, that's the weather for the week.
And now we will leave you with our first Would You Rather. We will be back next Wednesday.
Have a great day, Panthers!
Would you rather have no legs or no hands?
No hands. I'd rather have no hands.
No hands.
No legs.
No legs. I would rather have no legs.
No legs.
No legs!
No legs. Overall, 66% of people chose no legs over no hands. This is reporter Cameron Croucher with videographer Nevin Owen on GEMS TV.
The company's like family, from the top to the bottom, and you feel that support no matter what part of the company you're in. You feel the support of the whole family.
My dad, he's worked here for 28 years. My brother, he's been working here for 6 years.
I graduated high school, waited till I was 18, saw a job opening, applied, and just kind of staying with it. The company's been huge for my whole family and possibly maybe my kids one day.
We're not a company of numbers, we're a company of people. I think it comes from Red Emerson. His greatest asset is the people that work for him. It's more than just working here. You know their families, you know what they do, you know their kids play baseball. It's definitely a family operation.
I went to my younger brothers that also works for Sierra Pacific. I looked on the bar stool and I seen his pay stub. I was like, wow, you're making that kind of money? He goes, yeah. And I said, well, the next time they're hiring, then you let me know. That was 14 years ago, and so that's how I got started.
We treat people like family. They aren't just employees. The strength of the company is the people, number one, and that forest resource, number two.
GEMS TV would like to thank our sponsors. Platinum level sponsors: Siller Construction, Lincoln Junior Zebras, Sierra Pacific. Gold level sponsors: Lincoln Museum, Mi Alegria Mexican Antojitos, Jensen Landscaping, Quality Metal Heating and Air. Silver level sponsors: Far West Rents and Ready Mix, Empire Gymnastics Center.